There we go. So, Danny, and I'm Chris.
I'm Danny.
Yeah,
He's Chris.
yeah. And we're just putting a little video together because we just wanted to talk about something that we just saw. What did we just see?
We saw the third Hobbit movie.
Yeah, the Hobbit, the War of the Five Armies. So we just got out of the theater like 20, 30 minutes ago. Came back and we decided, yeah, you know what, we're gonna talk a little bit about it. Maybe say what we liked, what might have needed changing or anything like that. Although I don't really know if there's much that you could change. This is probably gonna have spoilers, so if you guys are like not into spoilers, watch it with the volume off. Because we still want you to watch it, but we're gonna tell you what happens. Although I will say on the car ride back, I did, like, Danny and I were talking, and I did mention that if at some point, or if for some reason at this point in time somebody doesn't know what the hell the story is or what's going to happen, you're living under a rock because everybody should know what the hell the story is by now.
What is a story?
What is a story?
What is it? What is the story about? What is the Lord of the fucking Rings about?
What is the Hobbit? He's a short feller. So one thing that Danny and I noticed coming out, Smaug, kind of not in the movie very long.
Yeah, he got maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Honestly, I don't even know if it was that long. It really wasn't. I mean, you might be right, but it just felt really fast.
And that guy, Chumpy Wolf Slumpy Fatch or something like that.
What?
The guy that played him or something?
Oh, the guy that did his voice.
Yeah.
Something Cumberbatch. Benjamin Cumberbatch?
Watermelon Dungy Hatch.
I highly doubt that's his name. I know it's something Cumberbatch. I think it's Benjamin, but I might be wrong about that. Please don't give me shit about it.
Eggs Benedict. Cumber.
Perfect. Dead on.
That was it.
That's what it is. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. You're right. Yeah, that's what it was.
Because I kept.
I knew it was a B.
He's got like a bumper yatch or some shit.
Yeah. So what about Benedict Cumberbatch?
He's like got like 5 minutes in there.
Yeah, he had a small,
like
really
maybe 2 lines, and then
he had a short little monologue with Bard,
and then he apparently was Sauron. Yeah, Sauron. Like,
was he?
Yeah, it said in the credits that he voiced him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
But then again, everything during that part was all fucking just noise.
Yeah, Sauron. I guess it was Sauron. He made like an appearance, and the eye was behind him, so it's just like that wavy noise distortion shit in the back of your ears and all that. You right there?
No.
Come on, push through it. Okay, so yeah, right off the bat, Smaug dead in like 3 minutes, whatever. And if you didn't see that coming, why the fuck not? You really should have. I mean, that's just
not gonna
dumb.
live.
No, he was gonna die, but we were just kind of expecting maybe half an hour. Nope. They actually they with the title with the title screen, it came up and it said The Hobbit, and then they did the whole thing with Smaug, and then after he died, it came up and it said The War of the Five Armies. So he didn't even make it to like the subtitle thing. He didn't even make it to the end of that. He was dead before it. It was just one shot too. I know it was like a giant fuck you arrow, but still, one shot. Okay.
Black Arrow.
I guess, yeah.
They do.
That's what they do. They kill dragons. This movie is very good. It's well, you were saying when we came out, it's very bittersweet.
Yeah.
He nailed it with that. It's dead on. It's very bittersweet. It's, to me, it was like when I was watching it, it looked more like just this is Thorin's movie. So we're gonna watch Captain Crazy Pants and see what happens to him, because he really does become pretty crazy. He's like paranoid, very paranoid.
The dragon sickness.
Yeah, they kept calling it the dragon sickness because Smaug was in there rolling around in the gold, doing whatever the hell he was doing, and getting his dragon funk all over this shit. So I guess that corrupts money.
Yeah, I think it was something more than that because his grandfather had it. And
yeah,
there definitely wasn't a dragon then.
No. Wait, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. Well, Smaug, when he came back to take all the shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I guess.
Dragon sickness was more.
But I guess that's just a name for it. It's just
yeah.
Because dragons apparently love money.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that is because what the fuck are they gonna do with it? It's
how they make their nests.
Yeah, but why?
Because fuck you.
Exactly.
And I'm a dragon.
Actually, he's not. Because if you remember fucking what Kriska said, he's a wyvern. He didn't have arms. His wings were on his hands.
No, actually, it wasn't the opposite.
No. Dragons have back legs and front legs, and then they got the wings on the back.
Yeah.
Wyverns have the back legs, and then the hands are like bats, and they turn into the wings. So he was actually a wyvern. He wasn't a fucking dragon. Thank you, Kriska. If you ever watch this, thank you for
ruining dragons.
Yes, destroying dragons for us and everybody else. You're beautiful. So yeah, this was really, the Thorin show.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was a little bit all over the place after a while.
It really was. Okay, so Smaug comes in. He just torches the shit out of Lake Town. I think it's called Lake Town. Yeah, he just fucking. There's nothing left. And there, Bard, the guy who is the human version of Legolas, I guess. He saves the day. He shoots the dragon. Dragon dies. Everybody's thrilled, but nobody has a home. So by now the dwarves have taken over the mountain because there's literally nothing there to stop them. And there's apparently a town right outside of it.
That
was Dale.
Yeah, that was Dale.
But I thought that was kind of weird that the dwarves have the mountain, and okay, so the mountain's right over here, and then Dale is right here. I mean, you can't throw a rock from it, but you could walk there in 5 or 6 minutes. I mean, it's literally, you could just see it right outside. It's a town, and it was mentioned that it was a human town before, and then Dragon showed up and killed everybody, but he took the mountain. So I just thought it was kind of weird because it was really, the dwarves live basically right next to the humans. I mean, really just right next to them. I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't realize that it would be that close,
Yeah, I remember that they showed them both separately, but at the very beginning of the first Hobbit movie, was when they showed Dale, and all the dwarves were all happy with that.
I guess so.
Yeah, dwarves live there.
Did the dwarves live in Dale? Because that's not really a very dwarfy name. That's a human type of name.
Because I remember seeing the opening. Maybe it was just outside of it. I don't know. But they were within distance of each other.
Really.
The mountain was there, and Lake Town was there, and Dale was close by. It could have been that they just sort of meshed together.
Yeah, I guess so. They were probably.
It was a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time. Everybody was a lot more chill with each other, I guess. Because this movie is all about, it's all about Thorin, but it's also all about racism. I mean, there's just racism all over the place in this fucking movie. Not that it's bad, and it's not even it's, you don't understand why there would be racism. I get it. I mean, these different races, elves and people and dwarves and all that shit. Everybody looks at each other and is well, where were you when we were getting our asses kicked by a dragon? You didn't show up. And the elves are well, where were you when whatever? So it's understandable. It doesn't make it good, but it's understandable. So Lake Town's fucked. Everybody's leaving, and they leave to go to Dale again, right at the dwarves' fucking doorstep, basically. What happens?
All I remember is that there was about maybe an hour of fighting.
An hour of fighting?
There was for a while people talked, and then all of a sudden more fighting. And it just sort of everyone stopped talking for a bit, and then because there was this big ass fucking war going on.
Yeah, well, it was the War of the Five Armies, so it was a big army, a big war.
But before that,
so the humans show up, and if anybody remembers, in the second movie, Thorin promised the people of Lake Town. Yeah, he promised them, okay, well, if we get the mountain, you guys are going to get, a share of the spoils and all that, and everybody, you'll all be rich and fucking, you can fart rainbows and happiness and all this shit. He doesn't really intend on going through with that.
Through no fault of his own, though.
Yeah, kind of was.
Yeah, kind of was.
It really kind of was, because the moment he had the mountain and, the gold, he was just like, fuck the rest of the world. I don't care. The gold, it's all mine. I'm keeping it. I guess he was okay with sharing it with other dwarves. But the deal that he made with Lake Town, fuck that. That's out the window.
It was dragon sickness.
Yeah, it was dragon sickness. So, they have no intention of honoring their debt. And then the elves show up. They're just there.
Yeah,
and
just show up, huh?
Yeah. What the hell is Legolas's dad's name? I think it starts with a T also. It wasn't, it sounded kind of like Thorin. I think Thranduil, maybe? I think it was something like that.
Tyrandil or something like that?
Some shit like that. No, that was the chick. The chick was Toriel.
Oh, yeah, Tariel.
I think the dad is Thranduil. Something like that. I don't know.
He wasn't Hugo Weaving, so I didn't fucking care.
Exactly. Though Hugo Weaving was in it for about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Along with Christopher Lee. And Kate Blanchett. Anyways, so
badass.
Oh, yeah, she was a fucking monster. Like, literally,
Yeah,
she was a monster. she really became a fucking monster. Yeah, the elves show up and they bring food for all the humans, and I guess he's just being nice to the humans so he can conscript them to join the army to help him against the dwarves. But really, he's only there because he doesn't give a shit about the humans. He doesn't give a shit about anybody other than himself and the elves. He just cares about his people, and not even all of the elves. He doesn't really give a shit about Toriel at all. But he points out that he wants, there's a necklace that he wants.
It was for being snubbed way back when for his grandfather, for Thorin's grandfather, because he gave him this necklace as an offering of brotherhood, whatever the hell, and his grandfather was like, eh. Basically, that's how it went down.
Okay, yeah, I believe you.
And that's why he didn't help him out when Smaug came by and fucked his shit up.
Right.
It's because he saw it as an insult, insult fucking king of the elves, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he came back for that. Why he decided at that very moment, I don't know why.
That was pretty magical. They pointed out, they were like, okay,
once the dragon died,
everybody fucking knew about it.
Yeah. Somehow.
I don't know how everybody knew about it all at once, but they got the message, right? Somebody emailed that shit to everybody. Dude, the dragon is dead. Let's take their shit.
I guess, when you kill a dragon, people are going to fucking hear about that.
I guess, but who the fuck would have told them? Because the only people that were there were homeless now, and they were trying to get to Dale. So it's who the fuck else saw it?
They just knew, apparently.
I guess maybe it's
like a force thing.
I was just gonna say maybe it's like the Force, with Obi-Wan, where it's I just suddenly felt 1,000 or 1,000,000 lives, just suddenly all that shit. Maybe I don't know. If Smaug is really that big with the Force. I don't know. But yeah. So the elves showed up and they're basically telling the dwarves, okay, we got 9 million guys out here. They're all archers. They're gonna kill you. So you're gonna honor your debt with the humans, and they didn't really mention the elves never said, and this is what we want. But I guess Thorin kind of knew it because he was holding the necklace and he was
Yeah.
he's gonna have to pay a lot to get this. So he was kind of being a dick. But yeah, so they're outside, and the elves and like not that many humans, but some humans, they're outside, and they're all like, "Okay, we're gonna take a shit," and the dwarves have like blocked up the door with all these rocks, and they're like, "Fuck you, you're not coming in." So then the dwarves magically use ravens to call Billy Connolly in.
That's the best way you could describe it.
Yeah. Billy Connolly plays Dane.
Yeah, Thorin's cousin.
Yeah, Thorne's cousin. And it is like I was telling him when I heard his voice, I was like, that's Billy Connolly. Yep, that's Billy Connolly.
Yeah.
But Danny did point out that it was like 99% CGI on
like,
Billy
even
Connolly.
even when they were on the same screen, it was just some guy wearing a wig or something.
Yeah.
I guess because they could only render that beard of his like in CGI because there was no way you could do that in real life.
Yeah, that beard was
That was pretty
fucking crazy.
like horns on it.
Yeah.
It's like, huh. Or maybe just Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly.
Billy
Come on, you can do it.
Condominium.
Close enough.
I guess he just didn't show up, or I guess it was just cheaper just to have him as CGI. The whole
Whatever.
movie is like 99% CGI.
Yeah.
Ian McKellen cried, from what I recall, because it was just all fucking CGI.
Really?
Yeah. It was like
You can't make
he was in.
Gandalf cry.
There was a scene with him way back in the first one, where it's just a green room, and he's talking to stand-ins, not even stand-ins, but like faces of the cast members in Bilbo's home, and he just
In the first Hobbit movie?
yeah, he just sort of breaks down and he's like, it's like this isn't acting. He's like, this isn't what
Yeah.
I do. And he's just sort of heartbroken, like shit, man.
Damn. You can't do that to Gandalf.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You even fucking McKellen?
I think we need to pause it.
We are back.